Turkey's trade with Africa has surged tenfold over the past 2 decades, and many of its companies are investing in the continent. The government's also eager to boost economic cooperation. It called 2020 the Year of Africa, but the pandemic forced most events planned for it online. Now that social restrictions have been lifted, representatives of hundreds of African firms are meeting their Turkish counterparts in Istanbul for the World Cooperation Industries Forum. As Mobin Nasir reports, they're hoping to boost business.
It's the world's fastest growing continent, but a lack of infrastructure is holding back commerce in Africa. There are only about 200 kilometers of roads for every 1,000 square kilometers of land on the continent. The global average is nearly 5 times higher. And only a quarter of these roads are paved, while the rest are mostly dirt tracks. Tenfold is a Turkish company that builds plants that make asphalt. The material is used to build roads, bridges and highways. The company is hoping to make inroads into the African market as countries there accelerate plans to build public infrastructure.
African countries used to prefer simpler modes of production. But in the long run, the cost of maintaining lower quality asphalt is higher than producing first-grade asphalt. I believe that they have realized this by now. By introducing them to our new technologies, we hope to help them develop much quicker with lower costs.
Tenfold is among hundreds of Turkish companies hoping to capitalize on the continent's growing needs. Many of them are meeting possible business partners from African countries here at the World Cooperation Industries Forum in Istanbul. Delegates here are from many sectors, including textiles, engineering and food, and they say trade is bound to boom due to a multitude of reasons.
Before, we only import from UK or from US, the Europe side, and then it's a bit expensive. Turkey, to export or to import from Turkey is cheaper, and then we like their brands. We like Turkish brands because they have a very good quality.
Building materials, communication sector, electricity, solar systems, all these things we are importing from Turkey. We import more than $6 million from Turkey.
I've brought over 400 students to Turkey. You get to, Istanbul University, Altınbaş University, and all those universities are so wonderful. And I actually finished from Istanbul University. Now I have a company in Nigeria, and I'm coming back to Turkey to have a business with them.
Some Turkish companies, like HD Mobilya, have already invested in manufacturing facilities in Africa.
We have a furniture manufacturing plant in Ethiopia. We have showrooms in Ethiopia, also in Rwanda. And generally we make business with Ethiopia, Rwanda, Djibouti, Somalia and Sudan. The relation between Africa and Turkey is increasing so much. We are the new hub for African people.
Expanding operations of Turkish companies have taken the country's investments in Africa to $6.5 billion in the past 2 decades. Besides factories and warehouses, Turkish companies are building large infrastructure projects like the Diori Hamani Airport in Niger and a 400-kilometer railway line in Ethiopia. And Turkish exports to Africa have risen from $2 billion in 2003 to $15 billion last year. The Turkish government is stepping up its diplomatic efforts as well. It's opened 30 embassies on the continent since 2002 and has been strengthening business ties through events like this. The World Bank says Africa will grow into a $29 trillion economy by 2050, and Turkish companies are setting up to grab a larger share of this market. Mobin Nasir, TRT World, Istanbul.